Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Jason Wehrli with WCFab, and today we have our LB7 Duramax Stage 3 High Flow Bundle Kit. So we'll start with our 4-inch high flow intake kit, which comes with our sheet metal aluminum fabricated box. We've designed this air box to shield the engine heat from both the front engine side and back side while being open to the passenger fender and on the bottom to bring in cool outside air to your intake. Removable sheet metal lid with 4 Allen screws to access and service your air filter. From our air box, we have our 4-inch mandrel bent aluminum intake pipe with our MAF sensor bung welded in proper location for optimum drivability and no engine lights. The end of our 4-inch intake pipe is our dry air filter. These are a non-oiled, replaceable item. You can blow them out with compressed air a few times, but once they've reached their service limit, they're meant to be replaced. Outside of that, we have our outerwear's pre-filter water repellent cover, which helps keep the filter pleats from getting clogged with larger debris and extending the service life of the air filter. At the end of our 4-inch intake, we use our silicone adapter boot to connect to our 3.5-inch high flow intake horn, which connects to the face of the IHI turbocharger. The Stage 2 and Stage 3 bundle kit is meant to work in conjunction with a factory drop-in or OEM IHI style turbo. These kits are not meant for S300s or S400s or upgraded aftermarket turbochargers. So this intake horn has a mounting flange along with a new gasket and installation hardware to connect to the face of the IHI turbo. Big increase over the factory component here. The OEM part being a cast piece that necks down to under 3 inches, and our component runs a full 3.5 inches all the way to the face of the turbocharger. So that wraps up our intake side of the Stage 2 and 3 bundle kit. From there, entering your turbocharger, the air will then leave the turbocharger into the driver side, also known as the hot side intercooler pipe. And a big benefit of our driver side pipe over the factory component is the LB7 uses a very long 90-degree silicone boot at the outlet of the turbocharger. These boots are known for failure. They expand, they rip and tear on the higher mileage vehicles. Obviously these trucks are getting older, or any application with higher performance than factory, that driver side boot at the turbocharger is a common failure point. So we use a high quality 5-ply silicone boot with a high temperature aramid liner. And another feature of our boot is we have designed a wire reinforcement throughout the center of the boot. From the outlet of the turbo to the connection of the pipe, we have an internal wire reinforcement to keep that boot from expanding. The intercooling system sees the highest, most extreme temperatures right at that turbocharger outlet. So it's very important to have a high quality, high temperature rated boot at that connection. That silicone boot connecting to our 3-inch mandrel bent high flow intercooler pipe for the driver side. Another important feature on the driver side pipe is the connection at the intercooler. We eliminate another angled boot from the factory and use a straight connection at the intercooler. The factory boot here, not only is it a very thin silicone, but it's about a 60-70 degree angle, and they're notorious for blowing out. Another issue with the OEM driver side pipe is the factory routing runs the pipe very close to the steering shaft, and those steering shafts are notorious for rubbing against that OEM pipe and eventually rubbing a hole, creating a massive boost leak. We've routed our intercooler pipe on the driver's side a little bit differently and out of harm's way of the steering shaft, so they don't have to worry about those contact issues. So moving from the hot side pipe through your intercooler, we work to our cold side, also known as the passenger side intercooler pipe. Again, at the outlet of the intercooler, eliminating another angled boot from the factory with one of our straight boot connections flowing into another 3-inch mandrel bent intercooler pipe, and that is routing all the way up to our high flow Y bridge. The OEM cold side pipe, at the end of the pipe it goes from 3-inch and necks down to about 2 3/8. Our intercooler pipe is a full 3-inch from end to end, right into a 3-inch boot, eliminating that factory bottleneck. The high flow Y bridge in the LB7 is one of the most important upgrades of the whole kit. The factory Y bridge, which is just under 2 3/8, is necked down dramatically from the bridge inlet all the way to the intake runners. Major increase in flow on the 3-inch high flow bridge we have here. We enter at 3-inch and we have a large billet aluminum cross section along the bottom with nice port matched flanges to your intake runners. These flanges using an O-ring seal to the intake runner. We've done as much enlarging here as we can to clear all the factory components and give us the largest increase in flow over the OEM component. Some other things you'll notice here on the Y-bridge is our 1/8 inch pipe thread port for additional boost gauges or any other sensor you might want to run, and then our sensor mount for the OEM map sensor. The bridge comes with the hole for the map sensor not drilled for your 2001 applications where the map sensor is located on the intake runner. If you have a 2002 to 2004 LB7, you'll drill that hole out and install your map sensor here with our new supplied map sensor seal and hold down bracket. Another reason the OEM bridge is neck down so dramatically at the connection to the intake runners is because of the factory high pressure fuel distribution block. So what we've done is eliminate a lot of the hardline assembly on the end of the fuel distribution block, included our FPRV block-off kit, which comes with a plug that replaces your banjo at the end of the distribution block, as well as all of your hard lines, and reroutes all of the low pressure fuel lines with rubber fuel lines and hose clamps. So lastly, on our Stage 3 kit, we have our high flow 3-inch downpipe. The Stage 2 and Stage 3 are identical kits aside from this high flow downpipe. So if you haven't replaced your factory crushed restrictive OEM downpipe, you'll want to opt for the Stage 3 kit. Our downpipe is a 3-inch mandrel bent ceramic coated steel pipe, which has no crushed sections like the factory component, dramatically increasing exhaust flow from the turbocharger to the exhaust system. So what does all this mean to you, all of these high flow components? Not only are we first and foremost repairing and fixing all of the OEM weak points in the intercooler plumbing system, we are making dramatic increases in both the intake and exhaust flow. This means quicker turbo spool up, improved economy, better drivability, and cooler EGTs, which are all great benefits for your LB7 Duramax. This kit here is WCFab Red, one of our most popular colors. Of course, like all WCFab product, everything is available in your custom color of choice with 35 standard colors and thousands of colors to pick from. If you've got any questions about our LB7 High Flow Bundle Kit, feel free to leave a comment below or reach out to our sales team for more. Thanks a lot for watching.